Hey, what's up guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, we're going down here to the South Pacific, north of Papua New Guinea, right out here just north of Manus Island. There's been a team of scientists, including 2 Harvard scientists, out here scouring the ocean floor looking for a rare meteor that entered the atmosphere and landed in the ocean out here back in 2014. Well, they've found fragments of this rare meteor or some sort of an object that crashed into the ocean, and they're saying that it's unlike anything known to mankind. We're going to come back and take a look at that article here in just a moment, but first over here at the homepage of the website, today's feature photo was sent in by Mike Flynn out of British Columbia. Get a load of that sky, would you? He sent in that photo. He sent in this photo here of this very bizarre looking sky, and you can see people down here on the ground looking and pointing up to the sky as well, like he was. And here's yet another photo of this super cool sky once again above British Columbia just a few days ago, back on July 1st of 2023. Checking in on the GOES X-ray flux over here at the Space Weather Prediction Center, you can see there's an ongoing small M flare right now as I do this video. Lasted the better part of 2 hours. Here's why: the Earth-facing side of the sun still has a few sunspots, but not many. The large complex has rotated away from the Earth-facing side of the sun. We do have a few new sunspots over here on the Earth-facing side of the sun. Video courtesy of Scott out of Shelton, Connecticut from this morning, July 5th of 2023. And you can see the sunspots in active regions that are currently facing planet Earth. Nothing major going on, but we do see a little bit of activity currently underway over here at the GOES X-ray flux. Looking at the power outage situation over here at poweroutage.us. Still showing some outages in Ohio, Maryland, and Missouri, but overall the power outage situation seems to be improving. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs and monitor the mighty supervolcano. Earthquake activity up here at Soda Butte, been that way for the last 24 hours. Something going on up here in the northeastern quadrant of the supervolcano caldera, and for some reason there's an absence of data down here at Old Faithful. Happens from time to time. Have no idea why. It could be simply a mechanical glitch. A little bit of activity up here in the northwestern quadrant at Hebgen Lake, where it's always kind of busy up there, but nothing super major going on at the supervolcano. I wanted to share with you guys a video that I took last night around 8 p.m. looking into the western sky just after sunset. I mean, the sun had dipped down below the horizon, but it was still kind of daylight outside, and Venus was shining very bright in the western sky. That's Venus. So if you happen to have seen that in the western sky last night, that was Venus, and I don't know how long it stayed up. I do know I saw it at exactly 8 o'clock, and it was pretty high up in the western sky. It was more than likely visible for at least an hour and a half, probably till 9:30, 10 o'clock, but that's Venus from southeast Phoenix in the western sky on July 4th of 2023. We also saw this in the sky yesterday over southeast Phoenix. Check this out. Wow. 4 planes that couldn't have been more than 2,000 feet off the ground flew over our location yesterday evening around 6:45 p.m. And I'm telling you, the ground shook when they flew over. It looks like 4 F-16s that were flying in formation on July 4th of 2023. I want to take you guys now down to the South Pacific, where there's been a team of scientists, which include 2 Harvard scientists that say debris from an unidentified object that crashed into the Pacific Ocean back in 2014 appears to be of artificial origin, and they could be remnants of an interstellar spacecraft. And this is coming from Harvard scientists, not me or anybody else. Harvard scientists. And here's a close-up view of some of these spheres that they found on the ocean floor. And they combed the ocean floor where the meteor impacted the Pacific Ocean very precisely, and it took quite a long time. They used a large magnet, and they pulled up some of these spheres that came from the object that landed in the Pacific Ocean back in 2014. And here's a close-up view of some of the debris that they found on the ocean floor just north of Papua New Guinea. And right here's what they look like. They found a bunch of these spheres on the ocean floor that came from this mysterious object. And they go on to say, or at least one of the Harvard scientists goes on to say, Avi Loeb, he goes on to say that these were unlike any meteors or asteroids known to mankind. And again, here's a close-up view of some of those mysterious objects that are of mysterious origins, according to these scientists. And they go on to say tiny metal fragments recovered from from an interstellar object that crashed into the Pacific Ocean appear to be of artificial origin. A Harvard duo recovered 50 unusual iron spheres after tracking down the unidentified object known as IM-1 off the coast of Papua New Guinea last week as part of a $1.5 million underwater research mission. New lab analysis of the metal spheres reveals they are anomalous and stronger than any observed meteor produced by nature, according to Professor Avi Loeb, former chair of Harvard's astronomy department who led the research. Professor Loeb, who has been dubbed the alien hunter of Harvard, told DailyMail.com this composition is anomalous compared to human-made alloys, known asteroids, and familiar astrophysical sources. NASA says IM-1 almost certainly came from outside the solar system. And here's some photos of the mission out in the South Pacific. And once again, here's a close-up view of some of the spheres that they found on the ocean floor that came from this mysterious object. And again, I emphasize, the Harvard scientist goes on to say these were unlike any meteors or asteroids known to mankind. And here's a map of the location that I just showed you guys right here. This is the area where the object impacted the Pacific Ocean, and that's the area that they spent many days. 6.2 square miles. You can see the route that their ship took, combing the ocean floor with this giant magnetic apparatus right here that was collecting debris off of the ocean floor, and that's what they found. And they emphasized that this thing came from outside the solar system. This is of interstellar origins, and they think it may be of intelligent origins. Very mysterious objects, once again, have been recovered out here in the South Pacific Ocean. And again, this is coming from a team of scientists that include 2 scientists from Harvard. I would say that is very credible information. Fascinating story. You can find link down below in the description box. Thanks for the photos, guys. Keep them coming. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports@mrmbb333.com. If you guys have any videos you'd like to share that are too large to attach to the email, come over here to the homepage of the website. You can always find link down below in the description box. Look for this red tab that says have a large video. It's a Dropbox. Drag and drop your video into the Dropbox. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.